everyone! Welcome back to another exciting episode. Today, we're diving into something that might seem a bit mundane at first glance, but trust me, it's super important prepositions in English, specifically when it comes to transportation. You know, the little words that can totally change the meaning of a sentence. So, let's get into it.
Oh, wow, that sounds intriguing. So, are we talking about those tiny words that can make or break a sentence? Like how they can change the whole vibe of what you're saying?
Exactly. It's all about the nuances. Now, when we talk about using on versus in, it can get a little tricky. I mean, think about it. When do you say on the plane versus in a taxi? It's all about whether you can walk around or not.
That's so interesting. So, does that mean if I'm on a bus, I would also say on the bus?
Exactly. You got it. You would say on the buses because, just like the train or the plane, you can walk around a bit. Now, let's flip the script. When you're in a taxi or in a car, you're confined to your seat, right? You can't really move around freely.
That makes sense. So it's like being in a cozy little bubble, right? But what about those tiny little scooters? Like, if I'm riding one of those electric scooters, would I say own or in?
Great question. You'd say on the scooter because you're standing on it and you can maneuver around. It's similar to a bike or a skateboard. You're not confined like you are in a car.
Oh, that's so cool. So it's like, if I were to compare it to being on a roller coaster, I'd say on the roller coaster because I can't really move around, but I'm still technically on it, right?
Exactly. That's a perfect analogy. You're strapped in, but you still own the ride. It's all about that sense of mobility.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. So, what about things like airplanes? Like, if I'm in first class, would I still say on the plane?
Yes, you would. No matter where you are on the plane, whether it's first class or economy, you're still on the plane. It's that ability to move around the cabin that makes it fit into the on category.
That's so fascinating. So, if I were to say I'm in the airport, that's different, right? Because I'm not on the plane yet?
Exactly. You're in the airport, which is a different context altogether. You're not on the plane until you board it.
Wow, this is like a whole new world of understanding prepositions. So, what's the takeaway here?
The takeaway is to remember that on is for modes of transport where you can move around, and in is for those where you're confined to your seat. It's a simple distinction, but it can really enhance your English usage when discussing transportation.
I love that. So, I guess I'll be more mindful of how I use these prepositions now.